looking for a win on the road. This is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Trae Young is out there with Wright, and it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Sabonis is out there with Holmes. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Fox against Young, and Fox gets it to go.
So shifty. Fox gets in there anytime he wants to.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Out to the wing. Capella kicks to Young. With the drive. Second shot opportunity. And Capella with the layup.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Fox passes to DiVincenzo. Sabonis trying to get open. Rebounded by Capella.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing, just like we saw there.
Now, here's Collins. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
And the Kings with possession. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holmes. Pass to Sabonis. Rocket 6. Good work defensively by Capella.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Three-pointer right. No good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And the thing about Richaun Holmes is that he's really focused on his craft as a big.
And I like, GA, the fact that he doesn't really go too far outside of his lane. He has great timing on his cuts. He stays on the inside and will provide some physicality.
He'll shoot high percentage shots, and he really just does a great job of playing to his strengths.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Holmes. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Young with the ball. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Left side, Collins. Shot clock at 6. Back to Young. Over Sabonis. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 7. Fox against Young, and Fox gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here is Young, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Now Young. It's right on the wing. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Poked away. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. 6-point game. Step back shot. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Here's Young. He has 5. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And that one falls for Young.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
And so Young nails them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
DiVincenzo finds Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Inside. Collins, good.
That's the guy you want with the ball inside, as Collins' ability to rise up will produce some points.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
The Kings trail by 6. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And you know, right now, Atlanta, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
Now, here's Collins. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Here's Fox. To the inside. In the corner, Holmes with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Fox against Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wright. Kept alive by Atlanta. Here's Capella. Holmes with the steal. Up top, Fox. Defended by Young. Fox against Young. Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Fox is double. Here's Sabonis. They get it back. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Passes to Wright. Fires for 3. Tips it up. And Collins is right there. Collins has got 8 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Sabonis. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Young outside. Back to Wright. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Wright missing.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Fox passes to Sabonis. Jackson in the corner. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Hawks. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And right now for the Hawks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
The pass to Fox. Now here's DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Kings. Young against Fox. Young drives in. A putback. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings trail by 8. Knocked away. Fox feeling it out a bit. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Sabonis with the bucket.
And the confidence from Sabonis. Since being traded from OKC back in 2017, this guy has raised his level.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. In the corner, it's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Timeout called by the Kings. And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Wright. Now here's Lamb. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Barnes can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by Atlanta, Mitchell got it. Good job in the low post.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here is Young. He has 7, and the shot is good. Young's got 9.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. Baseline J on the way. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Shoots the 3. Young, no good. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The Kings trail by 11. Mitchell outside. Lamb against Gallinari. Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Young.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Sacramento grabs the miss. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
First free throw is good. And you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
Now, here's Mitchell. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Mitchell. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. To the paint. Len finds Harkless. Misses the 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 10-point lead. And Okongwu slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Mitchell. and too long on the shot. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
The Kings trail by 12. They've got Mitchell. Barnes out there with Len. That's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Harkless in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Outside, Lamb. Mitchell outside. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And Harkless pulls it down. The Kings trail by 11. Takes the 13-footer. No good from Lamb. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Here's Lamb. Gallinari making his last shot. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket for Mitchell. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Okongwu. Land against Bogdanovich. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting 40% from the field. Mitchell outside. Back to Lamb. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Barnes. Mitchell against Williams. Down low. Hangs. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Gallinari on the wing. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was going to launch that jump shot. He did just that.
The Kings trail by 14. Mitchell outside. A 3-ball. Len, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Outside Williams. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Watch for the new shot clock. Beyond the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Maurice Harkless. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Collins subbed in for Gallinari. It's stolen by Lamb. Feeds to Barnes. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Maybe the length helping out Harrison Barnes that time to collect.
Williams passes to Herter. To the paint. Here's Collins. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Sabonis. The feed to Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
Take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Capella. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Bogdanovich passes to Herter. Here's Capella. That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. No good from Lamb.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Back to Williams. Inside and stolen by DiVincenzo. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Collins. It's blocked.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way. You know, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Bogdanovich. Williams scanning the floor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him.
Nice to see Sabonis and some of that mobility for a big man to use that screen and roll.
Bogdanovich passes to Herter. Outside Collins. Passes it to Capella. In the corner. Herter with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Mitchell outside. Back to Lamb. Goes back up. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Sabonis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They get it back. Capella and a missed layup. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Trailblazers. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Barnes. Jackson comes in for Lamb. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Mitchell. Then for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Kevin Huerter. DeLon Wright comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Williams. Now, here's Sabonis. He's got 6. The pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Outside, Fox. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Over Hunter. Again, the miss by the Kings. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
Lets it go from 11. Green for 2 points. Fox has got 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Young. 9 points in the game so far. To the right side. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 10 points for him.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
The Kings trail by 12. Outside, Fox. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Fox against Young. Here's DiVincenzo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Kings trail by 10. Here's Fox. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Pretty good. The dribble set that up, got some space, and then knocked it down.
Holmes against Young. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
Young passes to Hunter. Back to Young. The kick out to Wright. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wright's got 7.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Shots good from Young.
And Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
The Kings trail by 13. Outside Jackson. Pass to DiVincenzo. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. 5 to shoot. Here's Fox, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Young against Fox. Young up top. He's got 12. And finished off by Collins.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting it very well. 54% from the floor in the second quarter. Sabonis kicks to Fox. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks making a switch here. The Hawks leading by 13. Young with the ball. Right side. Hunter for three. Cranes the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hawks ahead, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, John. You are having your way inside the paint. What's allowing you to be so effective?
My teammates are finding me. I think I'm doing a good job of trying to, play with energy, run the floor, roll hard, and being an athlete above the rim. And I think, like I said, my teammates are finding me. I'm doing a good job of finishing.
You are certainly being available to your team. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. There was no stopping John Collins in the first half. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Hawks?
They score very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's Fox. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Wright is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Collins after the Kings pick up 2. Wright left side. That one falls. Wright's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
So it's Sacramento now. After the basket by Atlanta, DiVincenzo passes to Holmes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Now, right. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And finished off by Collins.
Interesting night where you're getting this kind of production from Collins. They're going to lean on him a little bit more now.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the King. They trail by 16. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big that you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Jackson against Hunter. On the wing, Jackson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta leading by 16. Collins looking around. Wright finds Collins. Back to Wright. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Wright missing.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
He gets it in there.
Well, so critical for Fox to get the attention of the defense in this way. He's got to make them fear him.
Passes it to Capella. Looking for Young. He gets it there. The kick out to Wright. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Hunter on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And some changes here for the Kings. Alex Len comes in for Sabonis. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Rashawn Holmes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Jackson with the bounce pass. Young against Fox. A three for DiVincenzo. That one no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. On its way from Young for 2. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. The Kings trail by 16. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Lamb, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Mitchell in for Dante DiVincenzo. Atlanta also making some changes here. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Wright. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Fox kicks to Mitchell. Land against Capella. On the pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Atlanta leading by 16. Young looking it over. Out left to the wing. A three from Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Mitchell finds Fox. And the shot goes in. Fox has got 22 points.
Well, hard to get Fox off of his center of gravity. So low, so quick, and phenomenal at scoring when he gets hit.
Out to the right wing. Back to Young. To the middle. He hits stolen by Lamb. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And the dunk by Barnes.
Now Barnes knows in this offense he's got to get out on the break. That time does it well.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. It's stolen by Lamb. And Len has it in the corner. Lamb passes to Fox. Now here's Len. Fox kicks to Lamb. Barnes outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And it's Williams with the ball for Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
The first free throw is good. Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases, has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin. John Collins and his versatility are very, very exciting, not just as a scorer and a rebounder, but defensively as a shot blocker and a versatile, switchable defender.
And it's good for two.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Fox. After the basket by Bogdanovich. Here's the three. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Fox.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Count that one.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Fires the three. Fox, no good. Atlanta leading by 14. Pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. A three from Bogdanovich. Cans it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter. Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Lenka kicks to Fox. Bogdanovich against Fox. Outside Williams. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Herter. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. Nobody near Barnes. That 3 off the mark. Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Right side, Collins. And stolen by Barnes. He feeds it to Fox. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Fox has got 11 in the second half. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mitchell against Williams. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
The Kings trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 9 points.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Great open look there. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball and he's letting it go.
Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Bogdanovich gets that steal, and now they're off to the races.
The Kings shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Fox passes to Mitchell. Fox against Bogdanovich. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Mitchell.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Fox. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Gallinari's checked in. The Hawks leading by 17. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Now here's Harkless. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's 11 points for Davion Mitchell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Williams dishes to Gallinari. And Bogdanovich now top the key. 3-pointer. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 6 points.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
Mitchell passes to Harkless. Tries it from 9. They get it again. Lan high post. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Herter, covered by Mitchell. Gallinari on the wing. At the elbow, Collins.
Hey, who's watching them?
Rebound by the Kings. Harkless has got 4 rebounds in this game. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. No good from Lamb. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Len. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Barnes. Jackson, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeremy Lamb. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Gallinari's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. .121 left to play in the third. Jackson kicks to Mitchell. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Huerter. 6 points for him. Collins, good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The Kings trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's DiVincenzo. And there it is for him. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Now, Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. Remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
Fox, he's checked in for the Kings. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Kevin Huerter. Wright, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And Sabonis drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Young against Fox. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Young from outside. That shot missing. And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks leading by 16. Rashawn Holmes out there with Jackson. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Fox. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And that 3 ball from Gallo looks good. Just very impressive form right there.
Here's Fox. Down low. Holmes, good. 8 points for Rashawn Holmes.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Drawing a foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And here are the Kings now. It's an 18-point game. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Jackson. And here is Holmes. Gallinari covering. Fox against Young. Outside for Jackson. No good on the triple. The Hawks leading by 18. Young drives in, and the layup's good off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Young against Fox. Pass to DiVincenzo. Drives to the hoop, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So here's Gallinari. Sacramento making their last shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Offensive rebound. Holmes, good.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right. And he makes good on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 18.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Fox. Now here's DiVincenzo. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Young. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Oh, Holmes in position. An emphatic LU jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Right, the pass to Young. Here's Hunter. Back to Young. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Fox against Young. Holmes misses the baby hook. The Hawks leading by 20. Inside. Hawks passing it around. Hunter for 3. Connects from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And stolen by Wright. Young outside. And here's Gallinari outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Snatched up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And Josh Jackson has the ability to just ignite and dart in that time, getting aggressive and getting the foul call.
Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, The power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
Josh Jackson athletically is one of the more intriguing players in the league. He's got to have a hard hat mentality about coming in every night to use it on the defensive end.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And so Jackson nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 21. And here's Young. Gallinari outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Gallinari's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Atlanta. For Sacramento, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Fox. Here's Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Sabonis, such a fantastic prospect, a guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
Shooting 2. He's off on the first. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Now, here is Young. Capella finds Gallinari. Back to Capella. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Medu, he's checked in for Sabonis. Trey Lyles comes in for Rashawn Holmes. Harkless is checked in for Jackson. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Hawks, Zhang comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Johnson in for Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, what I love about De'Aaron Fox, he just seems to improve every season, which is a testament to his strong work ethic.
No doubt, Kevin. And they always say speed kills. So what I like about De'Aaron Fox is that he's learning how to be crafty with his speed. One of the quickest guys in the league and tough to stay with, but he's drawing fouls. He's setting up pick and rolls. And so all these layers to that kind of quickness and speed are really helping him improve as a player.
No good on the free throw. You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
And the second free throw, good. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Count it.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Young drives in, makes it off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Harkless. On the wing, Holiday. Nice shot from the wing. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Young kicks to Gallinari. Right, the pass to Gallinari. High, arcing shot. And Harkless pulls it down. Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Outside, Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. That's now 32 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Now De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Dishes it to right. Gallinari on the wing. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Fox against Johnson. Fox passes to Medu. And the rejection by Jang. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. For Sacramento, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Young against Fox, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. To the inside, Johnson. That shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Pass to Lyles. Over Young. Lyles, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Young against Holiday. And the 3 off target.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's the teardrop. Fox dishes to Harkless. Rebounded by the Hawks. Wright looking around. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Fox with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
The first one falls. Mitchell, he's checked in for Sacramento. Then for the Hawks, Kevin Knox is checked in for Gallinari. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And so Wright nails both of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Now Holiday. Pass to Mitchell. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Mitchell. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Good work defensively by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And Wright kicks to Williams. Now the pass to Knox. Back to Williams. Wright for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Harkless has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Atlanta.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight.
For John Collins.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now Mitchell, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Medu passes to Harkless. Mitchell outside. From past the arc. Rebound by Williams. Kicks it to Wright. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, but that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.